Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Okay, welcome back to the bright side once again. Continuing on with the ketogenic diet. Continue on with hormone health, fats, all as it regards the skin. Last we spoke, we were talking about veggie drinks, which are a powerful, powerful way to access nutrition, nutritional value. They're delicious. If you do it right, you want to combine your veggies, especially use spices, especially use Celtic sea salt with when you're using your spices. Whenever you blend something or spin electrolytes and water in a vortex, you get a lot of electrical energy. When fluids are combined with electrical substances, electrolytes, potassium, sodium, magnesium, and chloride that are all found in veggies, and if you add Celtic sea salt, you get even more of these electrical minerals, and then when you spin the thing around, you generate an electrical current. This electrical current is going to be generated just by stirring with a spoon, but if you blend it really fast in a Vitamix, you get a super amped up electrical drink. And especially if you add spices, and especially if you add salt, which in and of themselves are energetics. Not only do you get nutrients, and not only do you get fiber when you drink your freshly made veggie juice, but you also get electricity, electrical energy. You're drinking electrical energy. You can actually see the electrical energy in a veggie juice. When you put your veggie juice on the counter after you make it fresh, it's one homogeneous unit. But over time, you'll notice that the solids in the veggie juice will sink to the bottom, and the liquid fraction will be on the top. That's a manifestation of the dissipation of the electrical energy. When a fresh juice is made, all the components are held together in this homogeneous mixture by electromagnetic energy, by electronics. Over time, that electrical energy dissipates, and you can actually see the components begin to settle out. That's why you want to drink your veggie juice fresh. There's more electrical energy in it. Not that you're not going to get some nutritional value from a juice that's been sitting around. You're definitely going to get nutritional value to the extent that it's been sitting around, of course. Keep it in the fridge if you can't finish it up. I like making smaller doses or smaller drinks. Maybe a couple stalks of celery and a quarter cucumber and a quarter tomato, and maybe a tiny little piece of onion. I love onion, but if you put too much onion in your juice, it's going to be hard to drink. There's a tiny little touch of onion, a tiny little touch of garlic, and you just make like one dose. If you make too much, put it in a mason jar and seal it up. You'll still get nutritional value over the course of days. The nutritional value will dissipate over time, but you'll still get some nutritional value. You'll certainly get your minerals, and you'll get your B vitamins and your vitamin C. You just won't get as much nutrition. That's why you want to do it fresh. It's not that you won't get any nutrition, but you just won't get as much. Something else very interesting happens when you eat, or when you drink a veggie juice, or when you eat a salad for that matter. There's a psychological effect. It becomes harder to eat crappy food. Crappy food just doesn't taste as good. Try it yourself. Make a celery, cucumber, tomato juice, throw in a little onion or beet or whatever your favorite veggies are. Add some salt and pepper and your favorite spices. Blend it up. Drink it down. And then put some Pop-Tarts in front of you, or some Coke, or Mountain Dew, or whatever you like. And you're going to notice that there's a little bit of resistance to eating it or drinking your soda. A little bit of resistance that you ordinarily wouldn't have. Now, you can muscle through that resistance and eat your Pop-Tart anyway, and most people, or many people, will do that. But you're going to notice that there is a difference between a truly nourishing, healthy food or healthy drink and one that only satisfies the brain, one that only satisfies the taste buds. This is what a junk food is. Junk food satisfies the taste buds and satisfies the brain, but it doesn't satisfy the body. On the other hand, truly nourishing foods satisfy the body, and you'll notice this distinction. There's going to be a kind of like a wall around the Mountain Dew or the Pop-Tarts. And as I say, many times we'll just bust through that wall and go for the Pop-Tart, but at least you'll notice that there's a distinction between a quality food and a non-quality food or a junk food. There's another advantage when it comes to the ketogenic diet anyway. When you're doing veggies are the ideal ketogenic food, and that's because of their fiber. Fiber is incredibly filling, and that makes veggie juices super satisfying. This can make veggie juices a very effective appetite suppressant, even more so than salads or veggies because, or straight veggies, because in a juice you can drink more of it and you can drink it faster. It takes you a while to do a salad, but you can guzzle down a veggie juice in a minute. And that can be super satisfying and have a really powerful appetite suppressant effect, especially if you do it first thing in the morning and especially if you do it before meals. Got to make sure you keep the fiber, though. The fiber is the key here. Juice extractors, typical juicers, don't get you the fiber, and that's unfortunate. And by the way, that's especially problematic with fruits, because the fiber is important for keeping the sugar from entering into the blood too rapidly. I'm not a, fruits are okay. There's some good stuff in fruits, certainly. It's not like that they're poison foods. So they're certainly not junk foods. But fruit juice is really dangerous because in a typical fruit juice, you don't get the fiber, you just get the sugar, and you drink it down, and the sugar goes boom, right through the intestine into the blood. There's nothing to slow down the release of that sugar. The fiber is super important in fruits for keeping sugar from entering into the blood too rapidly. And if you're doing apple juice, which most people do, or pear juice, or whatever kind of fruit juice you're doing from a regular juicer, you're not going to get the fiber. That's why you want to use a blender, like a Vitamix, a high-powered blender to maintain the fiber. And this not only keeps the sugar from entering into the blood too quickly, but it makes it a more satisfying product. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Okay, so we're talking veggie juices. Veggies are the ideal ketogenic food for lots of reasons, especially the fiber. They're very satisfying. They're psychologically satisfying. It's harder to eat crappy food when you drink a veggie juice. I like veggie juices over salads. It's a lot easier to get a whole bunch of veggies and a whole bunch of fiber, and they're quick, and they're super tasty. If you have leftover veggie juice and you stick it in the fridge, it's still nutritionally valuable, and you can turn it into soup. You can turn it into veggie soup. If you make a tomato-based veggie juice, it makes a great sauce. You can take your tomato-based veggie juice, stick it in a mason jar, stick it in the fridge, and the next time you need a sauce, you can use it as a sauce. You can take a tomato and then grate some fresh tomato, add it in there. I have a pressure cooker. I just use it, my extra veggie juice, when I have a tomato-based veggie juice, or really any veggie juice. I just use it as the liquid for a piece of fish in a pressure cooker. And then the juice, if you have leftover soup or leftover liquid from your pressure cooker, then it has a nice kind of seafood flavor to it. Super delicious. There's so many things you could do for the ketogenic diet and just for losing weight and for as an appetite suppressant that are healthy and that are super, super tasty. The combination of veggies and salt and flavorings is unbelievably tasty and unbelievably healthy. And not the least of, there's a lot of reasons why this stuff is healthy for you, but to me the fiber is just, it's invaluable. Fiber is unbelievably important. Fiber is technically a type of carbohydrate, but because the body doesn't have the enzymes that you need to digest it, it doesn't really affect your carbohydrate load. And that's the difference. If you look on nutrition supplement facts on processed foods sometimes, you'll see total carbs and then you'll see net carbs. And the difference between your total carbohydrates and net carbohydrates is fiber. Total carbs count the fiber. Net carbs do not. Net carbs can be considered to be the sugar. Fiber is actually not really sugar. It's a carbohydrate that's not a sugar because it doesn't get digested. It just leaves your body. And the fact that it leaves your body, the fact that fiber leaves your body without being digested really makes it important for the digestive system, for the intestines. So not only is fiber super filling, but it also has wonderful intestinal health benefits. For one thing, fiber functions as something called a prebiotic. Not a probiotic, but a prebiotic. Probiotics are the actual bacteria. Prebiotics is a term that refers to substances that make the environment hospitable for probiotics, hospitable for the bacteria. Prebiotics is ingesting substances that can sustain the probiotics. And fiber is one of the most powerful, most important of the bacterial-friendly prebiotic nutritional components you could ever eat. Fiber also has a cleansing effect on the intestine. It supports detoxification. It's kind of like the straws on a broom. It helps sweep out digestive wastes from the intestine. And this sweeping out function, this sweeping broom-like function, can also help gut bacteria. For one thing, this is important, fiber can actually help us eliminate antibiotics, and this can have a supportive effect on the probiotics, on the good bacteria. After we use a course of therapy, say a 2-week or a 4-week course of antibiotic therapy, sometimes the antibiotic residual or little pieces of antibiotics can actually stick to the intestines. They don't get cleaned out effectively. These residual antibiotic elements are one of the reasons that people will still have bowel problems a couple of days or even a week after they stop their course of antibiotics. They'll still have gas or loose stools, even after they stop taking their antibiotics. But if you use fiber-rich veggies and drink your veggie juices while you're taking your antibiotics, perhaps not at the same exact time as the antibiotics, but while you're doing the antibiotic course of therapy, and if you continue doing your fiber-rich veggies when you're done with your antibiotic regimen, you can help reduce or prevent even some of these unpleasant digestive symptoms that can occur days or even up to a week or even more sometimes after you finish your antibiotic therapy. Keep in mind, if you're going to start including more fiber in your diet, you want to start low and go slow. Too much fiber taken all at once can cause gas and bloating, and loose stools can make you just feel uncomfortable. So you want to start off pretty slowly. Especially if you've been eating a lot of junk food and you've been eating a lot of processed food and stuff that doesn't have fiber in it, start off with maybe a teaspoon or a couple of teaspoons of fiber every day. Maybe a small veggie juice, or if you're going to do seeds, a couple of teaspoons of seeds, and then kind of build yourself up slowly. There's another way, by the way, that fiber can help improve detoxification, and that involves bile, perhaps the most underappreciated substance in the body. Not underappreciated on this program, we talk about it all the time, but underappreciated in the world of health. We talk a lot about bile as a fat detergent, and it is a fat detergent. When we eat food gets ground up in the stomach and it gets combined with acid. And then as it leaves the stomach and enters into the intestine as a soupy mass called chyme, C-H-Y-M-E. And the soupy mass kind of drops into the small intestine from the stomach, and as soon as it hits the small intestine, as soon as it leaves the stomach and enters into the small intestine, boom, it gets hit with a big blast of bile from the gallbladder, assuming you have a gallbladder. If you don't have a gallbladder, it gets hit with a little squirt of bile from the liver. This detergent action of the bile, as it hits the food in the intestine, releases the fats and breaks up the fats so that the digestive enzymes can work on them. In this fashion, bile plays a critical role in helping the body utilize and access essential fatty acids, fatty vitamins, vitamins D and E and A and K, as well as those all-important phytonutrients like carotenes and flavonoids that all play such an important role in skin health and heart health and keeping blood sugar stable. But bile plays another very important role in the body, and this is where fiber comes in. We'll talk about that when we come back from our break. Thank you to Peter in the UK for setting that one up. Got a search engine up there. If you miss a program or you want to review a specific topic, you can look everything up by the search engine at benfuchsarchives.com. Thank you so much for doing that, Peter. That's an awesome website, by the way. Peter has compiled all my websites, which I have multiple blogs and various sites, including truthtreatments.com. That's up at benfuchsarchives.com as well. Truthtreatments.com, of course, is our skin health product website. If you're interested in checking out super premium, high-end skin health products made with 100% active and functional ingredients. 100% active and functional ingredients. Folks, you're not going to see that anywhere. That's one of the lessons I learned from 30 years in the skincare business is, why should anybody have to pay for water and wax and emulsifiers and preservatives and fragrances and silicone? Why should anybody have to pay for ingredients that are just in the product so you can buy the product? That's so unfair. And that's why I came up with the Truth Treatments. 100% active and functional ingredients. All the ingredients in Truth Treatment products are doing something for your skin. All the ingredients in Truth Treatment products are active and functional. And that's why they last so long. Truth Balm will last you 4 months. Truth Serum will last you 3 months. Truth Retinol Gel will last you 6 months. You're not going to see skin health products anywhere like that. Not to mention the fact that you get instant results. Reduced formation of wrinkles, smoother skin, softer skin, If you use our omega-6 healing cream, you'll notice a dramatic change in a rapidity or a rapidness in healing. And that's from burns, sunburns, acne scars, or preventing acne scars. Once scars form, you're not going to be able to do anything topically. But as your acne blemish is healing, that's really where you want to prevent the formation of scars, and that's where our omega-6 healing cream, as well as our Truth Serum and Truth Balm and Truth Retinol Gel come in. TruthTreatments.com, check them out. TruthTreatments.com, also have a blog up there as well. Okay, 844-236-6010 is our number. Let me say a couple more things about bile. We'll continue talking about that tomorrow. I'm a big fan of bile. Bile is a amazing underappreciated substance in the body. A couple of weeks ago, we talked to a nurse, and she was completely unaware that bile plays a major role in cardiovascular health. That's because of cholesterol. Bile is one of the ways the body excretes cholesterol. Bile is one of the ways the body excretes poisons and toxins. Bile is one of the major ways that the body absorbs fats or utilizes fats from foods. Keep your gallbladder. If you have liver disease, you're going to have a bile problem. Bile recirculates through the bile. Well, we'll continue talking about bile tomorrow. There's so much we could say about bile. There's also a very important relationship between fiber and bile. The more fiber you eat, the healthier your bile is going to be. Okay, we'll continue our discussion on bile, fiber, the ketogenic diet, talk about some supplements that you should use if you're going to go ketogenic, some supplements that you could use to improve ketogenesis. And we'll talk tomorrow about a very interesting component of fiber that can help reduce cancer, especially breast cancer and prostate cancer. We'll do that in the coming days on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let us go to Robert in Texas. Good morning, Robert. What's going on?
Yes, sir. I got information, and I've been taking ibuprofen and red vein Bono and white willow bark before I go to sleep night, and it helps me do about 4 to 5 hours where I don't have any pain in my feet.
I'm not quite understanding, Robert. I heard you got inflammation in your feet. You're taking ibuprofen, and then what else are you taking?
I'm taking, it's over the counter. It's a herb. It's called red Bono.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but I'm not sure. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure what that is, but white willow is a source of salicylic acid, kind of like an aspirin derivative, or aspirin is a derivative of salicylic acid. These are just general anti-inflammatories, and they'll give you some temporary relief, but we've got to figure out why you got the inflammation in the first place. So first of all, did you do anything mechanically? Did you fall or step on something?
Well, I've been having this for 9 years. They said it's neuropathy, but
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. It's more of a chemical issue than a mechanical issue. And this is very common. The feet and the hands are located at the ends of the body, basically, the periphery of the body. So when you have a circulatory problem, these are going to be the areas that don't get blood, the first areas that don't get blood, the toes and the fingers and the hands and the feet. Does that make sense? They're on the ends of your body, basically.
Yes, sir.
And this is very common when you have dirty blood, especially when the blood is dirty from sugar. Sugar and inflammation in the feet and the hands, this is called, or neuropathy, tingling or pain in the feet and hands, go hand in hand. Elevated blood sugar. So how old are you, Robert?
I'm 69.
Okay, good. You're a very likely candidate for blood sugar issues. How's your weight? How's your height to weight? Got some belly fat going on? Just be honest here. Got some belly fat?
6 foot tall.
Okay, so you're dealing with some blood sugar problems. First thing you want to do is start to stabilize that. Now, I'm not going to tell you about the foods and the good foods and the bad foods because you probably know what you should be eating and shouldn't be eating. But I will tell you that when you eat the wrong kinds of foods, and those are going to be foods that turn into sugar quickly, cereals and flour and bread and fruit juice and desserts and soda pop, what you want to do...
I'm a candy person.
You are not. You are?
I'm a candy person.
Okay. When you eat those things, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to beat you up about that. You know what you should do and shouldn't do. But when you do eat the candy, drink a lot of water after you do it, and make sure you're sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine throughout the day. For anybody out there listening who's got blood sugar problems, but you can't get off of the candy, and you should, fine, stay on the candy, do whatever do whatever you like to do. But after you eat the sweets, make sure you're diluting your blood sugar, number one, and then make sure you're getting all of your electrical nutrients and your sugar metabolizing nutrients throughout the day. I mean, sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. After meals, you want to make sure you're doing the sweeties. That's chromium and vanadium. That will also help your body process sugar. And try to start including more fiber in your diet, as we've been talking about here for the today and a little bit on our last program, and we'll continue talking. Fiber can help slow down the release of sugar. So if you're eating candy with your meals or at the end of your meals, before you eat the candy or before you go for your dessert, have some veggies or maybe some veggie juice, or maybe grind up some flax seeds. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Grind up some flax seeds and do a spoonful in water, and then have your dessert or have your sweets, and that will slow up the release of sugar. In other words, you're going to be focusing on stabilizing your blood sugar. Another thing you could do to wean yourself off of sugar, if you so desire, or at least to eat less sugar, is to include more protein in your meals, especially whey protein, W-H-E-Y. You can get Natural Factors whey, which is a good organic whey, or you can use the Slender FX from Youngevity, or any kind of protein, even if it's meat protein or fish protein. All of that will tend to cut into your sugar cravings, particularly an amino acid called glutamine, G-L-U-T-A-M-I-N-E, glutamine. Maybe do a half a teaspoon twice a day, especially before you're going to be snacking on sweets, or before you do your dessert. At the end of your meals, you can get glutamine powder pretty much at any health food store. Glutamine is also found in whey protein. Another mineral or nutrient that's important for sugar metabolism is selenium. You may want to include 400 to 600 micrograms of selenium in your diet or in your nutritional supplement program. And don't forget the zinc. Mega important for helping the body stabilize and utilize sugar. 50 milligrams a day of zinc picolinate. There's lots more things you could do. One more last thing I'll tell you is the omega-3 fatty acids from your Ultimate EFAs are wonderfully anti-inflammatory and can also help you with your blood sugar. Robert, I got to go. Thank you so much. That's some good information for you, and good luck with everything. All right, brother. Take care. Let us go to Ron in Pennsylvania. Good morning. How you doing, Ron?
Doing well today, and yourself?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How's it go? How can we help you today?
All right. Blood pressure is the issue.
Okay. Simple. If you go to, are you on any medication, by the way?
Well, I'm trying the niacin, and it and I don't get along real well.
You get a little flush?
Get flush, get itchy.
Okay, that's called the niacin flush. It's not uncommon. What you want to do is go get yourself some timed release niacin.
That's what I purchased.
And you still got the flush?
Yes.
How much? What's your dose?
Should be about 250 because these are 500 milligrams that I cut in half.
Take 100. Go buy yourself 100 milligrams.
Okay.
Okay, and that ought to help. Take it with a little bit of food, too.
Oh, yes.
Are you doing that anyway?
Yes.
Okay. The flush is not a bad thing, first of all. It's uncomfortable. How long does it last you?
250 milligrams lasts me maybe a half an hour or so.
Okay, the flush isn't a bad thing. If you go down to 100 or even 50 milligrams, that should take care of that. And keep in mind, the flush isn't a bad thing. Even if you have a tiny little bit of flushing, it shouldn't be anything that's makes you miserable. It's amazing for lowering blood pressure, though. So I would stay on it, and always take your entire B complex with your niacin. Don't just take niacin. It's important when you take one of the B vitamins that you take the entire complex. But here's the thing about hypertension and high blood pressure, okay? In addition to metabolic issues like blood sugar and dirty blood and all the things we talk about on this program, it's a major classic sign of distress, of bodily stress. So what you want to do with your blood pressure is with elevated blood pressure is you want to calm the body down. Anything you could do to calm the body down is going to lower your blood pressure. Even sitting in a hot bath will lower your blood pressure. Hot showers will lower your blood pressure. But the easiest way to do it is to practice slow, deep breathing. And what you want to do, Ron, is you want to experience this for yourself using a blood pressure cuff at home, and just sit on the couch and take your blood pressure, and then practice slow, deep breathing for about 5 minutes, and then take your blood pressure again, and you'll see how fast your blood pressure drops. Relaxing the body is the easiest and healthiest way to lower your blood pressure. Now, when you're doing your deep breathing, you want to do it deeply and slowly. That's very important, deep and slow. And you want to try to take about 10 or 15 seconds on the inhale, go all the way down to your belly. You may notice, for many people anyway, they'll notice that the breath tends to stop around the chest area. What you want to do is you want to force the breath even lower, all the way down to your belly button, or even lower to the bottom of your body if you can. And when you first start doing it, it's going to be difficult to do. So you want to kind of practice it, going about 10 to 15 seconds on the inhale, and then the exhale. This is where your blood pressure is going to drop. It's on the exhalation. So as you're exhaling, practice, make sure you're doing it as slow as possible, emptying out all the oxygen, or emptying out all the air as completely as you can from the lungs. Even making a sound if you have to, like a kind of sound. Your blood pressure will drop like a stone after 5 minutes. And if you do it every day, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, you're going to notice such a dramatic decrease in your blood pressure that you're going to have to, if you're on medication, which it doesn't sound like you are, but anybody listening who's on medication, you're going to notice that you have to reduce the dose of your medication. And oh, by the way, beta blockers and calcium channel blockers, which are the old standbys for elevated blood pressure, hypertension, are incredibly nasty drugs. Even the diuretics, which are considered less toxic, those can cause you to lose minerals, particularly electrolytes, which are important for lowering blood pressure. The next thing you want to do is make sure you're keeping your blood sugar stable. Blood sugar, elevated blood sugar represents an emergency to the body, and that will raise blood pressure. So you got to do all the things a diabetic has to do, like we talked with our last caller, using nutrients for lowering blood pressure, blood sugar, and then also reducing the sugar content of your meals, and then also using more fiber. And then lastly, there's also some great supplements that you can use that will lower blood pressure. Magnesium is probably the most important. Make sure you're using a couple thousand milligrams of magnesium every day. Also, the electrolytes, as I mentioned, potassium and calcium and sodium, in addition to magnesium, they can have a blood pressure lowering effect. All the B vitamins can help in addition to niacin. And then don't forget your EFAs, particularly your omega-3 EFAs. Get yourself on the Healthy Start Pack. And part of the Healthy Start Pack, of course, is your ultimate EFAs. You'll get your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, which will give you your Bs and your electrolytes. You'll get your Beyond OsteoFX, which will get you your magnesium, and then you'll get your omega-3 fatty acids, which will get you the wonderful anti-hypertensive effects of EFAs, essential fatty acids. All right, Ron, there's lots you could do, and nobody should deal with elevated blood pressure if they don't want it, and nobody needs to be on a prescription drug to drop their blood pressure if they don't want to do that, because there's so many great strategies. All right, man. Thank you so much for your call, Ron. Hope we helped you out, buddy. Have a good day. All right. Okay, Andre in Boston. Welcome to the Bright Side. What's going on?
Hey, Ben. How are you? Love the show. I've been listening for about the last 4 years.
Oh, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And I always preach the gospel of Ben. So
good deal. The gospel of good nutrition, not the gospel of Ben. Don't put my name on there. The gospel of good nutrition.
I hear you. So here's the thing. I have a daughter. She's 15 months old.
Okay.
Breastfed, relatively great health, non-vaccinated, all of that.
Okay.
Lately, she's been developing heat rash. Now, I know some people say that it's being allergic to the sun, but this is happening at night when she's sleeping from sweat.
Why do you call it heat rash, just for curiosity's sake?
I've looked up what the pattern of bumps look like. It looks just like little milia, like prickly heat.
Okay.
It looks just like that. So it's
okay. But it's not necessarily. It's not like she's getting hot or anything. Her body's hot, but it's not like she's. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's after she gets very active. She's running around, or if at night when she's sleeping, she'll develop. And it's only under the clothes. It's not anywhere else.
Got it. Okay.
Wherever she's sweating.
Okay, so heat rash is typically going to occur when there's humidity or there's moisture, as you say, and it is very common in infants. Here's the thing. When you have a rash that occurs spontaneously, there's some kind of instability in a topical rash, a skin rash. There's some kind of instability in the skin. And instability in the skin typically means some kind of lack of nutrition. Something's missing in the skin, and usually it involves fats and fatty vitamins. Now, because of the inherent difficulty everybody has, even adults have in absorbing fats, in combination with the fact that children or babies have an immature or premature digestive system, it's very likely that she's got some kind of fat issue. Essential fatty acid deficiency typically. Now, I'm assuming her bowel movements and her digestive system is okay. She's not colicky and she doesn't have loose stools or anything like that, correct?
No, she's ever since she's been born, she's only been mildly sick twice, and she's never had an ear infection.
How about constipation or diarrhea or anything like that, or colicky? Anything like that?
No, bowel movements are fine. Again, she's fully 100% breastfed, and I do minerals, and I try to give it to her as well. So.
Okay, and mom doesn't have any allergies or anything like that? Any food allergies in mom or digestive issues in mom?
She did have digestive issues, which with your help we did correct. but she is a heavy coffee drinker, and she does breastfeed, and so I was reading that. That
can be an issue, absolutely, because the baby's getting the caffeine too, and that can definitely be an issue. But here's what I'd be doing. She's still breastfeeding?
She is.
Okay. Have mom start supplementing with high doses of EFAs. She's probably already doing some EFAs, I'm assuming, but just up the dose on the EFAs. Make sure mom is supplementing with zinc if she's not already, 50 milligrams a day of zinc. Between the zinc and the essential fatty acids, that might be all you need to stabilize the baby's skin. Also, she's not already doing 20,000 international units, mom, that is, 20,000 international units a day of vitamin A. Make sure she's doing that. Have mom become very, very vigilant to her digestive symptoms, because if anything's getting into that milk, that's going to affect baby's skin. And then also good bacteria, probiotics. In addition to supplementing probiotics, make sure mom is doing fermented foods to get added bacteria as well as good fiber. We'll talk about fiber in the skin tomorrow a little bit. So make sure she's getting her fiber. Mom might also want to grind up some seeds and use flax seeds as well. There's some components in flax seeds that can come out in the milk that can also be helpful for the baby. Mom might also want to be supplementing with iodine if she's not already. Get her some iodoral and have her start supplementing with iodoral. And then last but most certainly not least, when it comes to skin health issues, when it comes to mom milk, breastfed babies and skin health issues, make sure that she's on an all-around good nutritional supplement program like the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the OsteoFX and the Ultimate EFAs. Topically, you can use zinc oxide. Has a nice soothing effect on the skin. Also, if you want to go to truthtreatments.com, check out our omega-6 healing cream. Fat-soluble vitamin C can also have a soothing effect on the skin. I think that ought to cover you there, Andre. Anything else you want to ask?
Awesome. Yeah, one more thing. I've been on lately something called Mother Earth Minerals. They're basically water soluble vitamins or minerals.
Okay, we're running out of time here. Real quick, Andre.
Yeah, it's basically angstrom-sized particles of minerals.
That's great.
And I was just curious what your beliefs are on that.
They're awesome. And you always want your minerals nice and small. I like the plant-derived colloidal minerals because they're organic. They're from plants. But if you can do anything small in terms of minerals, that's ionic minerals or anything like that, that's going to be in your interest. All right, we're just out of time, Andre. I apologize. Have yourself a beautiful day. Thanks for the kind words. All right, guys, we'll be back at you tomorrow with more awesome health information. Thanks for listening. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have yourselves a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, wonderful day. Bye for now.
Longtime distributor and user of longevity products. In the last few years, my family went through a crisis. Everything else in my life, including my business, had to be put on the back burner. Thankfully, life is getting back to normal now. But the one thing I never had to worry about was my business and my monthly commission. I've been a distributor for Longevity for over 17 years, since before it was Longevity. And I've got to say, the most amazing thing about this company is the people. While my family was in crisis, other distributors stepped in and helped my customers, simply because that's what Longevity people do, even for people they don't know. For me, it has never been about getting rich. It was about a product I could stand behind, a company I could count on, and a monthly commission check that has never, not once, been late in 17 years. Longevity is truly a business for everyone, even people who have too much to do. I'm Sophie Winnick. I'm just like you. I have a real life, real ups and downs, but I know I will always have longevity.
Are you tired of the cold this winter? Are you prepared for the next blizzard or snowstorm? What will you do when the power and heat go off? That could be our future. Fortress Clothing's Bug Out Bag with our head-to-toe solution is your one-step answer to survival in the cold. It doesn't expire, it doesn't go bad, it's lightweight and mobile, and it doesn't just sit on the shelf waiting for an emergency. You can use Fortress today. Be warm and comfortable if you or your family work in the cold. Be warm and comfortable while you play, hunt, fish, camp, ski, paraglide, go sledding with the family, or just shovel the walks. You will never be cold again. FortressClothing.com is the answer. Your emergency preparedness solution to the cold. Your solution to working or playing in the cold. Visit us at FortressClothing.com and enter RADIO. Buy now and receive your 20% off discount. You will never be cold again. FortressClothing.com. It could save your life one.
This is an important message to all listeners. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS, the tax pros at OIC Tax want to help you. OIC Tax is dedicated to helping taxpayers just like you with their IRS problems.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS. I was working long hours and weekends just to make ends meet. To make matters worse, the IRS was about to garnish my wages, and I needed to file several years of back tax returns. Then I called the tax professionals at OIC Tax. They stopped the IRS from garnishing my wages. They even placed my account into the IRS's financial hardship program, so I don't have to make any payments to the IRS. That's right, no payments to the IRS while I'm in this program.
Call OIC Tax today to see if you qualify for the IRS's hardship program. Call 800-272-9128. Call now and mention you heard this radio commercial and receive 10% off their already low fees. 800-272-9128. That number, 800-272-9128. Call now, 800-272-9128.
Don't know what's in your drinking water? Better get a ProPure. With the Pro 1 G 2.0 all-in-one filter, remove over 200 contaminants, including fluoride and lead. Taste water the way nature meant it to be. Clean, crisp, and refreshing. See the complete line of ProPure water filtration products. There's a ProPure system for you. Visit your authorized ProPure dealer for details on our current free shipping special or ProPureUSA.com. That's ProPureUSA.com.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Hi everyone, I'm Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist and host of The Bright Side. The good news about nutrition and health. The good news that if you or someone you care about is on a prescription drug or has some kind of health challenge, there's a gentle, natural, healthy way to address most health issues without drugs and without doctors, and it's as simple as understanding how the parts of the body work and how they interact with the foods we eat and the nutrients we take in. If you've heard me on The Bright Side or at one of my presentations, you know I'm a man on a mission to help you understand health and wellness and the remarkable healing powers of the biological system called the human body. And if you like The Bright Side, you're going to love my new website, brightsideben.com. You'll find articles and links, you'll be able to access archives, and we'll even have exclusive information that you won't hear on the radio show. And of course, you can purchase the Longevity nutritional supplements and even sign up to join my Longevity team and make an impact, make a difference, and maybe make some money too. Check out brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com, or call 866-735-2470 for more information.
No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
Destroy harmful bacteria, allergens, bedbugs, dust mites, fleas in your home with the Ladybug Steam Vapor System. The Ladybug dives deep on surfaces without any toxic residue. Traditional control agents contain toxic chemicals which do more harm than good. Sanitize and disinfect using just water. Quick, fast, and surprisingly easy.
Find out more now by calling 800-997-6584. Ask for Randy. That's 800-997-6584. Or go to advap.com/GCN. That's advap.com/GCN.
Before using Heart and Body Extract, my energy level was very, very low. I could only walk a few feet and then would have to sit down. I was tired and lethargic, but after taking Heart and Body Extract, my energy level has improved greatly, and I can now walk longer distances without getting tired so fast. Thank you, Heart and Body Extract.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Howdy folks, Pharmacist Ben here, nutritional pharmacist and skincare chemist. If you've heard me on my daily health and wellness program, The Bright Side, you know I'm on a mission to spread the good news about the power of nutritional supplementation to correct your healthcare challenges and get you feeling vital and healthy once again. I want you to call 877-279-9422 and check out the powerful, affordable line of nutritional products from Longevity, the ones I take and the ones I recommend. That's 877-279-9422, or go to www.gcnminerals.com. GCNminerals.com. Why simply mask your symptoms with toxic pharmaceutical drugs when you can address causes with vitamins and minerals? I suggest the Healthy Start Pack. It gives your body the essential 90 nutrients it needs. Most people notice a difference right away. You can sign up to help me spread the good news of health and wellness without drugs and maybe make a little money too. And while you're there, don't forget to check out my important video message. That's GCNminerals.com or call 877-279-9422. And remember, friends, good nutrition is good medicine.
Looking for that edge during those intimate moments? We see many ads for enhancement, but the side effects include death. At GCN Team, we should change the Healthy Body, Brain, and Heart Pack to the Healthy Libido Pack. The brain and heart are not the only organs that require a healthy vascular system. For proper blood flow at the right moment, go to GCNteam.com or call 877-878-4203. That's 877-878-4203. That's 877-878-4203.
I'm Nick Soboleski, a Select Quote agent with a true story that could save you hundreds of dollars a year. A woman named Linda just called. Her husband, Ray, has a $300,000 group life insurance policy, but is changing jobs and can't take it with him. Well, I impartially shopped the highly rated term life insurance companies we represent and found Ray, who is 41 and takes medication to control his cholesterol, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $26 a month. That's almost twice the coverage for less than half of what he had paid. If SelectQuote hasn't shopped for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 1-800-403-4885. That's 1-800-403-4885. 1-800-403-4885. Or go to SelectQuote.com. We shop, you save. Get full details in the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Attention citizens. This man has received national attention for accurately predicting every major financial trend, including the market crash of 2008. His name is Harry Dent. And in his newly released book, he is making even bigger and bolder predictions that have the potential to devastate the world economy and your personal wealth. You can get a free copy of Harry Dent's bestseller, The Demographic Cliff, containing never-before-published information by simply visiting www.harrydentresearch.com. Again, that's www.harrydentresearch.com.
Is negative content or comments on the web affecting your personal or professional reputation? Unfavorable comments, embarrassing pictures, videos, legal documents, and negative articles can ruin your personal life, your career, or your business. It happens a lot, and it's just not fair. But what can you do? ReputationDefender.com can help protect your good name. Get a free consultation now. Call 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Call right now for a free expert reputation analysis. It's easy to squash the unfair attacks with our patented system, and the analysis is absolutely free. Make the best things about you jump out in searches. Protect your personal and professional reputation, your business, and your income. Get your free reputation analysis from ReputationDefender.com right now. Call 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Or visit ReputationDefender.com today.
Investors and traders want to make 81% return in 60 seconds? Use the same secret algorithm professional hedge fund managers use to make billions of dollars of profits. Turn $250 into $4,903 in just 7 clicks of a mouse. Our tool is so simple that my 82-year-old grandmother can use it to make insane stock market profits. Go to BigBuckRiches.com. Watch the free video before the hedge funds make us take it down. Go to BigBuckRiches.com. From the Robert Allen System, current returns not indicative of future results.
It's no secret that pathogens such as bacteria, viruses, molds, and fungus can inflict severe damage in the human body. Fortunately, a new and vastly improved silver solution has been developed. Supernatural Silver is a revolution. Antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal solution that can be used inside the body as well as on the skin. Supernatural Silver is unique and superior to colloidal and ionic silvers, using a patented technology that is highly effective against colds, flus, infections, food poisoning, and yeast, in addition to many other pathogens. Supernatural Silver is scientifically supported, extremely safe, and is the #1 choice of thousands of people for immune system support. Find out how Supernatural Silver could change your life. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HEALTHY for 20% off. That's supernaturalsilver.com. And like us on Facebook.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Blockit Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockitPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockitPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockitPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Are you worried about your mom or dad living alone in their house? Hi, I'm Joan London. Listen, I know how difficult it is to find senior care for someone you love. That's why I recommend a free service called A Place for Mom. They are the nation's largest senior living referral service. Call A Place for Mom today.
To receive free information on senior living communities in your area, call A Place for Mom at 1-800-704-6182.
A Place for Mom offers free one-on-one advice from local advisors and a personalized list of senior living communities you can visit. If you have questions about senior care for your mom or dad, there's a place for answers, A Place for Mom.
Call A Place for Mom in the next 10 minutes to get your free ebook on financing senior care as well as free information on senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-704-6182. That's 1-800-704-6182.
Looking for that edge during those intimate moments? We see many ads for enhancement, but the side effects include death. At GCN Team, we should change the Healthy Body, Brain, and Heart Pack to the Healthy Libido Pack. The brain and heart are not the only organs that require a healthy vascular system. For proper blood flow at the right moment, go to GCNteam.com or call 877-878-4203. That's 877-878-4203. That's 877-878-4203.